Hello, welcome to part 1 of our Geese Basics Guide. Reminder that this is game version 4.2. For OGs to the channel, note that we are starting a new 2-part format. This first part will be essential tools, which will include essential moves, grabs, punishers, and basic combos. In part 2, we'll talk about common game plan elements and recommend some players to watch, as well as cap it off with a character summary. Length should remain roughly the same, but some things will be a bit more condensed. The goal of these has always been to give the cliff notes for the characters so that you can pick them up quickly, so hopefully this format works a little better. For beginners, note the resource links in the video description below. I've included several you should check out. Be sure to at least learn notation so that you can follow along easier. Enough of that, let's talk about our favorite King of Fighters character. Since it'll take more time to discuss, we'll be saving most of the 2D talk for part 2, but hopefully any mention of specials and special cancels should be simple enough to understand in this part without yet knowing the full details. Geese has a standard 1 jab, although he can special and max cancel it, and he has a 1-1 which he can confirm into 1-1-2, much like the Mishima Flash combo. His 1-2 string has a couple of options to keep people on their toes. 1-2-1-1 is particularly scary since it's a combo if that second hit lands counter hit, and it will splat. Otherwise, his 1-2 is just good generally because it's a safe, quick, high mid poke string. Standing 2 is an I-15 special mid, so it can be blocked high or low, nearly identical to Akuma's, so although it's -13 on block, you can special cancel to either make it safer or get a combo. Similarly, you can max cancel it to boost its offensive capabilities. This is a primary whiff tool for Geese players, especially off of a sidestep. Standing 4 is a safe I-16 homing high, knockdown splat on hit, counter hit launch. Very strong move and simple to use. 1+2 is an I-14 Punisher, knockdown splat on hit, -14 on block, so not something you can just spam, but it's important because if you don't have meter, you might have to lean on this a little bit as a quick power mid Punisher. Forward 3 is a rangy plus on block high, a bit slow at I-23, so it's normally juggle filler, but since you can link this from other moves like jabs, it's a way to keep pressure up even if it doesn't hit. But it gives big plus frames on hit, so things like counter hit down 1 forward 3, which is a combo, gives lots of pressure for little risk. Forward 4 is a long-range I-19 power mid, knockdown splat on hit, and a counter hit launch. -13 on block, but with pushback, and the better you space it, the harder it is to punish. This move gets absurd if they're not punishing it right or at all. Forward 1+2 is a slow but safe low crushing mid launcher, solid range as well, nothing to spam since you basically lose your turn on block, but still a really good move. You can somewhat mitigate the block disadvantage by linking an air fireball, but you lose your juggle if it hits. Down forward 1 is an I-13 mid poke, only -3 on block. It's a generic down forward 1, so strong as you'd expect, but he also has down forward 1-1, a natural combo mid high that's only -4 on block. Both are good setup tools, and you also have down forward 1-4, which is simply down forward 1 followed by his forward 4. Not as much pushback as forward 4, and it's only a natural combo on counter hit string rather than a normal natural combo, but still good as an occasional mid check against both duckers and buttons. Down forward 2 is a safe I-18 homing high. You lose your turn on block, but you get big plus frames or a splat on hit and a launch on counter hit. Definitely a primary tool that you'll use quite a bit. Down forward 4 is a safe I-14 mid poke with solid range. Another generic Tekken tool, nothing fancy, just a nice little safety poke. Normally crouch jab is nothing but a quick interrupt tool, but like the other 2D characters, Geese can link from it, making it a bit better than average. Outside of max mode, linking forward 3 is your safest option, and it is a natural combo on counter hit, but quarter circle back 1 is a straight up natural combo, just a bit riskier, but a bit more reward. In max mode, EX Slicer is a combo on counter hit as well, so you'll see Geeses sometimes hunt for that off of max cancels. In any case, the fact that you can basically make ad hoc strings from your crouch jab is a huge advantage. Down 2 is an I-14 high crushing low, -14 on block and still -3 even on hit, but the crush is quick as is the move itself. At -3 you can still set up side steps and such, so it's nothing to abuse but a nice quick little tool. Down 3-1 is a safe I-15 high crushing low mid string, whereas the other 2D characters can link from their down 3s and get a clean hit boost. Geese gets his links and such from down 3-1. He can't link from down 3 alone. It's safer, but unfortunately down 3-1 is only a natural combo on counter hit, so you gotta land that counter hit to combo anything else. Still something to use for pressure now and then since you can max cancel it. Down 4 is an I-17 high crushing power low, very risky and a pretty weak -5 on hit, but it has good range, tracking, it gives a combo and counter hit, and it can be special or max canceled, so it's incredibly versatile. Just be wary of spamming it. Down 1+2 is an I-24 knockdown low, free ground throw after the hit. Very bad on block, but the high crush is early and it's not quite as bad on block as down 4. Open season if they can't see it on reaction. Back 1 is a safe I-12 high. It has 2 natural combo string options. Back 1-3 is a big +20G on hit, still +1 on block, but a high. Back 1-2 is mid but unsafe, although the second hit will knock down or splat for free follow-ups and damage on counter hit. This is a primary tool if only as a punisher and a good way to build meter. Back 2 is an I-24 wall bouncing mid +2 on block, so a nice little pressure tool. It's just a little slow and not much tracking, so place it well. Back 3-2 is an I-14 mid-mid knockdown natural combo. You'll normally reserve this for when you have meter since both hits are punishable on block and you get nothing afterwards on hit other than Oki, but when cancelled, back 3-2 becomes +2 on block and a launcher if it hits, so it becomes extremely powerful. Running 1 is a safe I-15 knockdown splatting power mid. Sadly, despite being safe, it's still very negative and it doesn't have much pushback, so it's not a pressure tool, although you can space it to make it a little bit better in that regard since it has decent range. It's just something to check people getting too cute against your dash-ins. While standing 1 and while standing 4 are your safe mid checks. While standing 4 is faster at I-11, but while standing 1 can link to specials and is still really fast at I-13. While standing 3 is a safe I-15 launcher, but it can be ducked. Still incredibly useful since safe launchers are always in demand, and strictly speaking, it's his fastest normal hit launcher without meter. And for full crouch in general, don't forget that you can do down 2, down 3-1, and down 4 from full crouch, just like the other 2D characters. Sidestep 3 is an I-19 power low, only -12 on block, +4 on hit, and a counter hit launch. Easily his best low, so you'll be using this often. Down 4-2 is usually the best mix-up option for your money since it's a safe power mid that is exactly the same speed, but if they like to commit to ducking early, all of your mids can come into play. Like the other 2Ds, Geese doesn't have a rage drive, but he does have 2 rage supers. Down back 1+2 is a high and unblockable. Half circle back forward 3+4 is a mid, but very punishable at -22 on block. Make note that this is a string, so you have to complete the string to get the full effect on hit. And finally, we're going to mention one grab, Geese's back 1+2, which is an I-11 1+2 break grab. This is Geese's only command grab. It's on the fast side at I-11, but this honestly hits way more often than it should. Don't ask me why. If your back is against the wall, you'll throw them into the wall for a free ground throw. Speaking of, quickly, his ground throws are down back 2+4 and down back 1+3, but unlike typical Tekken ground throws, they aren't breakable, so just treat them like any ground hitting move. This brings us to the end of part 1. You should now know all the basic tools that you need to get started with Geese and start playing some matches. In part 2, we'll talk more about other aspects of his game plan to help put it all together. Expect that here in a couple of days. And with that, thanks for checking out this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications here on YouTube so that you get alerted when a new video drops. I also have Twitch and Twitter links down below. Lastly, big thank you to our patrons, Tato, Overhaul, and XMRT. The more support we have, the more resources we can devote to channel content. So again, thank you to those 3 and everyone that considers supporting the Patreon. Stay safe, everyone, and we'll catch you next time.